everyone. Smitty here on behalf of SpacePotatoes.com. I'm joined by Ellsworth
Hola.
and Ronin.
Ronin here. Hey, guys.
I apologize for always mentioning Ellsworth first, Ronin. That's absolutely no slight to you.
No,
That's all
as
right.
it should be.
And tonight, I have a very special game planned for our Space Potatoes Plays dinner date. This has been one of my favorite in-jokes for a while. This is more of an artsy style project than an actual video game. But in this game, we will play as a gentleman's subconscious as he, not spoilers, gets stood up by his dinner date. So I'm going to hit play here.
He uses the term gentleman loosely.
Very.
All right, in dinner date, you do not play as yourself. You do not play as the main character. You play as the subconsciousness of Julian Luxembourg. Man, that's a great name. I'm going to press G to take control of the hand and begin practicing with it. That's
Has the date already stood you up and you need to go to that?
I've been practicing with my hand all day.
that's check it out, guys. Technology. Yeah, look at me. All right. And I believe we are going to get started. I'm not going to show too much of this because this is a very short experience. And like I said, this is not really a game.
I'm not sure I understand what's happening here. What are you doing with the hand?
It's art, okay? You
Oh,
wouldn't
it's art.
get it.
Art, right.
I don't know. I think for a second there I saw the shocker.
I see.
He's practicing.
And so our protagonist is sounds to be a little distraught. And quite British for that matter. But I'm playing as his subconscious. So basically I'm kind of controlling what he's paying attention to. So I can look at the clock or I can look at the door at this point. And as the evening progresses, we'll have some other options for fidgeting.
It's riveting.
It is.
It's an interesting experiment.
I think the experiment is Smitty will buy any game on Steam if it's on sale.
I believe I paid the full $5 for this game.
Oh,
Yep. But
I may be jumping to the end here, but does the date ever show up?
no.
So the entire game is waiting for the date.
Yes.
well, this video's
really,
over then.
It's an experiment, and I love seeing what can be done with in the interactive media. I think games can be so much more than shooty, explode, drive. I get why those are the most popular, types of interactive entertainment out there, but there's so much more you could do, and I think this is just a neat example of type of experience that you could have when you're just not bound by standard gameplay conventions. And
Agreed.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
we need a finale though. What is the end game here?
I'm not gonna completely spoil the whole thing.
And in real life, the end game is drunk texting her until your phone battery dies.
Drunk texting and then endless
Then learn how to use
masturbation
the
and then
hand
passing
again.
out.
So as far as gameplay goes, I am just hitting the letter that corresponds to, what type of fidgety action we want the protagonist to partake in. I'm gonna
Drink.
hit P.
Make him drink.
Yep, there you go. Good idea. I've hit P, and he's gonna break into the bottle. And, we chose to do that. We also could have chose to stare at the clock or have his left hand tap on the countertop.
It won't bode well when your date shows up and half the bottle of wine is gone. So
Well, it also
take it easy.
doesn't bode well when the date doesn't show up for half a bottle of wine. Or, well, you know what I mean.
More wine for you.
There you go. So I look back at the door here, and it's still empty. You see the candle is burning down a bit, and we've broken into the appetizer, the bread. But I know this isn't exactly the right environment to be taking in an experiment. But you can also if you really want to let yourself get into the experience here, you can really kind of think about what the emotions that this protagonist is going through as he's was obviously very excited for this opportunity, this date, and the night is not going as he had planned.
So
and I think you bring up
I'm sorry, please run.
No, I was just going to say that you bring up a good point about what is art, what is game, that we are so used to the confines of the bigger gun, the faster gun, the shooting, and all that other stuff. But there are so many different things that can be fantastic entertainment,
right.
that do not have to follow. That can also be made for a very small amount of money by a single person working rather than a giant corporation working for years spending millions.
Yeah, absolutely. And the first person walking simulator seems to be a bit of a developing genre at this point. The Gone Homes, Stanley Parables, and what's the other one I can't think of right now? Obviously on camera here, I have a little trouble thinking, but there's some popular games in that media of just they're gonna give you something different. It's not about the actual gameplay here. It's about the experience. And
Smitty,
what?
You're almost out of wine there.
Oh, sorry. I better. I don't have an option. I'm gonna eat the bread instead then.
Now, this had multiple chapters. Does this mean you get to be turned down in multiple scenarios?
Unfortunately,
look, be rejected in a nice restaurant instead of your kitchen.
We're really kind of I chose to have him dip his bread in the sauce as opposed to eating it plain. Let's see if I could. Is that teeth? Put it on the plate. Yep. Okay. There you go. I put the bread down.
Can you toast the bread? I see a toaster.
I do not believe that there is a toast bread option, but I can eat the bread. Let's redunk it because our protagonist likes some soggy bread. So let's eat that bread, and I don't think we really need to show too much more of this experience. You're looking at the sum total of what dinner date is at this point. There are no more environments. There is no, not a whole lot else to this, but it's an interesting experience to actually just kind of sit down and let yourself be absorbed into, the subconscious of this, this individual as he's kind of coming to terms that his date's not going to show up, and what that means, and that feeling of rejection.
And if this is too deep for you, you could always go for something like Goat Simulator.
That's really it's practically the same experience.
I could see a blending of those two games here right now.
If he was eating goat,
I mean, if your date doesn't show up, then what's your alternative?
Hey, hold on.
Sorry.
Family friendly video.
Family friendly. Oh, right. Sorry.
So anyways, I've always been kind of fascinated by this game, and I joke about it a lot and pick on it, but I think it's a very cool experiment. That for people that do want that feel that the video game genre could be doing more than it's currently doing.
Now, where did you
if you can of what can be done?
How did you find this game, and how did you buy it?
It's on Steam.
Is it?
And it's available for a low cost, I believe around $5. So if anyone's interested in trying something a little different, you can spend $5 on a dinner date and be rejected by Get Stood Up.
I've spent more than that on real life dates and been rejected.
Yeah, but I think Tinder's free. I can be rejected on my phone.
All
all I
right,
want.
family friendly.
And I'm
Family
married.
friendly.
That's right.
All right, gentlemen. I greatly appreciate your time. Ellsworth, did you want to sign us off?
Sayonara, folks.
And Ronan?
Yeah, join us at spacepotatoes.com. The games aren't always this exciting, but we do promise you good conversation.
Excellent. Good conversation to be had. Thank you all.